What's going on, guys? Let me back this out a little bit. This is my phone again. Computer's still down. Today I'm working on the car, the GTO, and I was gonna install the gauges. I already installed the oil catch can. It really wasn't much of an install, so that's why I didn't really film it. As for the gauges though, I pretty much need some vacuum line. So I'm heading up to Lowell's right now to get some vacuum line for that. And we should be good to go. Also, guys, if you are wondering how the contest went, I totally blew it. But you win some, you lose some. It's all good. I'll tell you the quick story. Pretty much practice, killing it, riding really well. Honestly, I just got really excited to ride with all my homies and have a really good contest with everybody. Usually in the contest scene, you know, people tend to push themselves a bit harder than they would on a normal day riding. So that was the case with myself. I was really excited to ride with everyone, and I ended up giving the juice on my first run and took myself out of the game straight away. But there's always a but. We had a best trick contest, and on the best trick contest I ended up redeeming myself completely. I threw down a good handful of tricks. I ended up winning best trick. So it wasn't a complete loss, but I definitely wish I would have did my runs better. The little homie Dante rode amazing. He trained really good all week, memorized his runs, and did a good job. So other than that, the contest was a great time. Okay, heading to Lowell's. Got to get some random little vacuum lines, nothing crazy. Alright guys, so I just picked up some vinyl tubing. It's pretty much vinyl hose that I'm going to be using. It's this clear silicone, like not silicone, it's vinyl, this stuff. Super cheap, just so I got plenty of line for the boost gauge. And I got a little Y piece at home so I could tap into one of my vacuum lines. Okay guys, so pretty much I tied in my boost line here and then ran it into the firewall, which when I looked under the driver's side, they already had a pre-existing hole here. You can't see it, but it's here. Let me put some light on there. It's back in there somewhere. And so far I got the vacuum line all plumbed up to where it needs to go in the dash. I am currently working on running the wideband O2 from the bottom of the car through the shifter compartment up to the dash as well. So that's what's going on. So I kind of fast forward, but yeah, because this stuff is really slow. I didn't really want to film it, but that's what's going on. Okay, so excuse the mess in here. This is what's going on. Got my dash all apart. Here's one of my wideband connectors. This is one of the 4 ports, and then here's my other 5 port. I gotta get it plugged in and then ran, and I'm gonna run it through the shifter boot right in there to the rear O2 sensor, since they're turned off right now. And this is only gonna be temporary. Okay, so how I'm running it right now, I'm using the rear O2 bung because they are currently turned off. I am catless, and pretty much this is temporary because you're supposed to run them closer to the front O2. So like before, where the cat would be, to get the most accurate reading for your wideband O2 sensor. Currently, I didn't have the new O2 bung welded on, so that's what I'm going to be using for now. And yeah, so sometime this week I'm going to be doing that. I'll weld it on when I get the welder here or whatever, and we'll be good to go. Other thing is, I am actually going to just, so since how I did my radio, I just used some wire ties here. I'm going to power the wideband through the radio, and that should be real easy to find a ground and a power and everything I need to run this sensor. So the cool thing is I don't really have to wire much up, just more like manual labor here, and then getting this all buttoned up. So I'll check back in with you guys here in a minute, and I'll show you my progress. Okay, so I got everything back together on the car. mounted the oil catch can. I'm not exactly happy with how that was mounted, so I think in the next week I'm gonna remount it in a different area. Also, the air fuel ratio gauge is working great. I do have some exhaust leaks, so it is showing a little bit leaner than what it should be, but otherwise, while driving, I'm still in a really nice range of the 14.7 area. And but since I have some exhaust leaks at idle and stuff, it shows that it's really, really lean, and so I need to fix that for sure right away. Also, on the boost gauge, I happened to wire in or use the wrong vacuum line. So I'm gonna actually fix that real quick, so when I do drive the car tomorrow, I get proper boost readings. Okay, I got the boost gauge fixed. Now it's working. I don't really know how much boost it's putting out. I think it's like 8 pounds or so. But we're gonna get a quick tester. Now, just so you guys know, I have a exhaust leak. This is why this is zeroing out. It's pretty heavy exhaust leak right now, since there's clamps. So this is not completely accurate, and it's also further back in the exhaust system. So, but it is working. And then I also did warm up the car, so when I rev this, you're not gonna trip out. Alright guys, so I've been working on this thing all day. Yeah, I've just been taking my time all day working on it, just enjoying my Sunday afternoon, and we got it all dialed in. Now next on the agenda is I gotta get some tires for this thing. Tires, and then I promised you guys the dyno. That's coming up after Thanksgiving. I just got a bunch going on. I finally got a little bit of a break from bike riding and stuff, so I worked on the car a bit, and but yeah, next on the agenda would be getting the dyno done, getting new tires, and I gotta weld up my midsection. The clamps don't do a good job, and they are allowing a bunch of air out of the exhaust. It kind of sounds pretty bad, but it is what it is for right now. I'm gonna fix it. Anyway, with that being said, I'm pretty much done for the night. I'm going to talk to you guys tomorrow. We'll see you on the next video. If you guys like this video, please subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I'll talk to you soon. Deuces.